Hello everybody and welcome to the Scandinavian countryside, the Danish countryside in the winter, the as always lousy winter weather. It just started raining as I grabbed my phone here and started recording, so I hope the rain doesn't get into the lens or the sound, and I hope you can hear me. I think I'm standing in the exact same spot as I stood last year. Exactly, I think 1 year and 1 month ago, January month ago. I think I recorded this the 31st of December or the 1st of January last year. So here's a happy new year to all of you, the friends in the RC community. And a very happy new hobby year to all of you. I hope you have been enjoying the first month. So I am standing in the exact same spot. I think I'm wearing the exact same 1980s heavy metal hat, and to the untrained eye, nothing really has happened here except for my family and me, who knows all about it. A year has passed, my son has just turned 5, so there's a huge difference in a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old now. And I've gotten 1 year wiser and more clever about owning a house and living in the countryside. It's been good. There's been happening a lot. And in about, I think, 5 months from now, a new baby girl is arriving to the family. We just found out that it's a girl, so her mother is, of course, quite excited. Me too. And a cat, one of our cats, who's actually bringing mice into the house and not out of the house. So that's exceptionally wonderful. As I said, I have just started recording here and I have nothing really planned here. So just a live update here in the outside. As you can see, nothing really has happened. Same lousy weather and the same lousy hat. There's a pile of dirt there, which is gonna be the start of a new RC track. But that's about it here. Moved a lot of bushes and so on. Nothing really hobby related out here. So yeah, nothing really planned. That was a live update that I had for now. Here's our other cat. Not really a cat person, but now they're here, I'm gonna give them the love and kindness they deserve. Yeah. And my battery of the iPhone camera just went dead, so I have switched to the GoPro Hero 8 Black, my new camera and my latest addition to the hobby of RCing and RC videos. And here's my famous pile of dirt. So I'm basically just, whenever I have some dirt or anything else, some old wood, I'm placing it here and just keep on continuing building some dirt jobs here all through the year. Soon I'm gonna dig down that old trampoline, if you can see it over there. So there will be some dirt from that going into this RC track. One thing about this RC track, or just a lawn right now, is that I have discovered that this is very much the low ground of the property. So when it's raining, and it's raining a lot, and it has rained a lot for the last 3 or 4 months, everything just gets really soaked up here. So in the warm summer month it's gonna be okay, but in the rain season, that's winter and fall and spring, it's definitely gonna be filled with water here. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm definitely gonna be moving some dirt and making some jumps. But if this is gonna be a real track, I do not know. So over here we have what was supposed to be a 1/24th scale RC track for the small crawlers. I managed to clear this area from bushes, and I managed to pile up some of the stones, but never gotten around to do anything more. Simply there's not a lot of time. Here is the house, or at least you can see half of it, and the old garage. We have been spending some money on the roof, some repairs, but pretty much everything is as it was a year ago. So I've been actually running my RCs for the most because of the rainy and wet conditions down there in the other backyard here. So it's the high grounds and a lot less wet and muddy. And there's the snow bells, as Mark pointed out, they're called in English the winter teasers. Here in Denmark this sounds better in Danish. And a lot of RC is going on here. And of course we are taking the small crawlers and such, mostly off camera, around on the property and into the small private wood we have here. Or I would say a collection of trees in the garden, more than a wood. But I think that's all live updates that has anything to do with the hobby too. I hope that the GoPro helps stabilize everything here as I turn it around. That's one of the reasons I got it. But let's just head inside the house. I'm not gonna show you every room like last year because, well, basically there's just some new furniture and nothing really hobby related going on there. And welcome inside to the house and the small little hobby room. At least it's warm and full of RC cars. So as I said, I do not have any particularly plan for this video, just an update for those few friends who would like such an update. I do enjoy when people make these kind of updates for their channels. So I hope you will make one for your channel as well, and your hobby room and RC collection. I'm gonna give you a full tour of this room, not very thoroughly. I'm in middle of dust off and winter cleaning, because when the cars are out for display they get pretty dusty, especially when you're working on dirty cars inside here and cleaning them and so on. So a lot of dust settles on the cars, and I'm just beginning to get rid of it a few places. And for those who are interested in this, I've just uploaded a couple of videos with this, because my plan for this winter is to get all the cars I possibly can up and running. So I got a fair amount of cars that are either malfunctional or very dirty or something like that. So this was the first that I got cleaned up and ball raced and so on. You can watch the videos on my main RC channel. But the main issue, the main what's it called? One of the main things that has been happening into my hobby is this little fellow. I actually bought a lot of GoPro stuff, a GoPro Hero 8 Black and some accessories just before Kappa and FTC hit YouTube. I'm not gonna dive into that talk, but I'm still uncertain what's gonna happen with my channel and RC channels in general. We will see. But I have a new channel, a new main channel. It's gonna be with not many videos, I think, but whenever I have a video which I do not know can fit into this channel or the other channel, I will upload it there. So I actually got an unboxing video of this GoPro Hero 8 Black as the first video. I enjoy making those videos, especially if I'm not typing a lot, because then it can be done fairly easy and quick. So you can head on over to that channel. I think I'm opening that channel and scheduling the video at the same time I'm scheduling this video. But at the same time, just before the Kappa hit YouTube, I also bought these lights. I hope it's easier to see me than in previous videos. They were actually not bought to lit up my face, but bought to lit up my little white room that I have over at my work tables. So I've used them a couple of times and they are definitely brightening up the stuff that's going on over at the work table. Yeah, and I'm gonna give you a small and quick as I possibly can. I don't know if anybody is watching right now, but as you know, this is just my personal little behind the scenes channel where I can interact more personally with the friends that I have gained here on YouTube. So I'm not here to gain subscribers, I'm here to gain friends in the RC community. Hence the long boring videos, because you are watching, right? Because yeah, I have absolutely no idea what I'm saying right now. But I'm doing this in one take because soon my family is gonna get back and I'm gonna hurry up and do the tour around the hobby room. Now, as I think a couple of weeks ago I got a new comment, someone I do not know from this channel, and he was very upset with an RC room update video that I did last year, because he told me very frankly that I had no business uploading these videos and it made no sense, and my RC collection was very boring and tiny and not very special and impressive. And for those of you that are new here, this is definitely not an idea to impress anybody. If you've been into the hobby long enough, then you know that my tiny little collection, even though it contains from a beginner's point of view many cars, it is quite tiny compared to a lot of the other channels and enthusiasts and hobbyists RC collection. So bear that in mind. It's just sharing the collection and the hobby room with friends here, not trying to impress anybody at all. So without further ado, I'm looking forward to seeing how much time I spent talking here. Without further ado, I think I will head on over to the GoPro and give a full tour. A brief note about the GoPro: I do have a couple of videos already shot in, I think there was 2 sunny days in January, and they're coming up on this channel and the other channel which I have shot on this GoPro. And one of the reasons I bought it was the stabilization, of course, but also the ability to do the wide shots and in general the quality. So this can shoot in 4K 60 frames per second, where my phone camera can only shoot in 4K. But I also discovered, to my surprise, that whenever you buy new items, new equipment, you have to buy even more, because these 4K 60 frames per second and also the 240 frames per second slow motion in HD 1060 is actually in a new format. So Windows, I think, wanted $1 or so to update my PC in order to run these videos, but the Adobe Premiere Elements 2018, which I'm editing on my software, video software, will not allow this, and I'm not sure I'm gonna buy new equipment. So I'm gonna continue now that I'm able to edit in 4K, but in 30 frames per second, but not in the, I think it's called HVEC format. I cannot edit those videos yet, and I do not think I will upgrade or do anything with my software equipment. But I'm gonna continue the one take shots and try that out with a head mount I also got. And all this is gonna go up on my Nordic Visions channel, unboxing videos, quick unboxing videos with no talk and waffling like here. Some clips and some tripods, especially made for GoPro, by GoPro. So I'm gonna be testing those items out this year. And now, without further ado, I'm gonna switch over to the GoPro and give you a quick tour around the house. Not the house, but the room. There's some new IKEA madness going on here in Scandinavia. Nothing else has changed, but I have yet to do a full tour. So I'll see you on the GoPro. And welcome to the reverse perspective and the GoPro Hero 8 Black. I'm shooting in 1080 HD 60 frames per second, because that's pretty much the highest definition that I am allowed to shoot in and edit in my Adobe Premiere Elements 2018. I have been wondering for quite some time, speculating about doing some stuff here on the channel for YouTube hobby channels, doing RC videos about lighting and all that stuff. Not the kind of quick videos where I just place them here, but the videos on my Nordic RC Visions, primarily when I do the white table setup and the outdoor shooting. Maybe it will be a good idea, because most of the tech videos and equipment footage about footage and filming on YouTube is made by YouTube channels and aimed at YouTube channels that are trying to make a living out of it. So maybe a amateur hobby perspective for other amateur hobby RC channels like mine, and sharing could be a good idea if we could do that together. I will still think about it. Comment below if you think it's a good idea. So here's my old iPhone that I have primarily shot all my videos for the other channel in, and the new lights, if you can see, they are made up of tiny LEDs. The reason why I got these instead of the proper studio equipment is because they are very slim. So when I'm not using them, they are not filling up the room entirely. So they are a lot bigger than, sorry for running around, but they are a lot bigger than the old light system that I had here. And lots of more light in these big ones over here. So what should I show you? The first, well, maybe some new stuff. I recently the last trip to IKEA where I also bought this shelf system that I put up last year. I also bought these pegboards, I think they're called in English, and I finally, after a lot of months, got them up here. Primarily to some of my new stuff here, and also one over here, and maybe I'll get some more, even some new tires and all that. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like to display these kind of things. It reminds me of projects that these things are bought for. Tiny little pegboards, and placed up here because I like to have the white background when I'm filming RC stuff on the work tables here. I used to have all the new stuff inside here. Still got some that doesn't really fit on the pegboards up here. A lot of new stuff unboxed, unpacked. But this is also the shelf where I keep my tires and some bodies and stuff. And then we got the transmitters, the ones I use for primarily the Tamiya. I think I will turn around this light here just one moment. And the vintage section with the Nico and Tayo and other stuff here. Boxes of Nico and Tayo. And we got the, what should I call it, Banggood specials over here. A lot of cars that I actually do enjoy running and making videos about. So I think I'm not gonna cover everything, just gonna turn around the light over here. But I'm gonna cover a few cars that are probably most interesting. So we got my son's here and my son's new HBX, which he has had a lot of fun coming up. Some videos and some GoPro shots of that too. Tamiya boxes down here. My Levants, Super Levant and Levant, and some HBX cars. My first hobby grade here. Traxxas and my beloved HPI Firestone. I've talked with Pete about this. I do not enjoy running this, but mainly because I do not have any proper tires and body and everything for it. Here's a new Carson FY10 Destroyer line, a very large 1/10 scale. My other very large 1/10 scale here, the Kyosho DBX VE, the electric DBX, and my Arma Typhon here. Here is my Vardra, and this is one of the projects that I need to get sorted out very soon, because this has been out of order for several years now. So that's on the to-do list right now. The Monster Beetle, which has broken some shells and needs some cleanup and some glue and tape for the body. And here I am actually working on the CC01 Tamiya CC01 Landfreeder here. So that's the main project right now. Got some gears. Also got some stuff by the mail yesterday. Excuse me. For my WT01. That's those here. And the Wild Dagger is WR01 4-wheel drive WT01, and the Blackfoot 3 and my son's Mud Blaster. because I'm trying to sort out the steering issues, the servo mount issues it has. And the gears for the CC01, I hope to get it up and running again for this season. Video is being made as we speak. This is an MO3, what's it called, Suzuki. And we got the buggies up here. So I'm not gonna dive into all of these, but these are my 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive Tamiya buggies here. And pretty much all of them are up and running. I need to sort out the fighter buggy, which Derek was kind enough to send to me from England. And I need to sort out the big wig, which is currently a roller. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the big wig or anything, or go with the re-release. This is a vintage big wig here. My new buggies here is the Desert Gator. I still need to edit some footage where I rebuilt this. The first, I think, 2-wheel drive Tamiya buggy I ever had. And here are the sand wipers and all that from the last project, the DT03 and DT02s, and my new special Grasshopper 3 edition of the Mad Wolf over here. And if anybody recognizes this, then it's because this is also a project I need to finish off this winter. This is a TA02 anniversary edition here, which I started this whole channel with. And well, 1 month later, after I started the build, we moved in here and I got occupied with houses and other build projects. So I still actually need to sort out the body for this. Another winter project. So 2-3 Tamiyas, and then I can be ready to build some new ones that I have here. New inbox Stadium Thunder and a TT02B MS edition. So I got a new shelf up here for tools and such, since I don't want a pegboard down here where I'm filming. And since this was just too inconvenient a place, and since I'm getting new buggies, I also have a fast attack vehicle here that I need to unbox. It has been in its box for, I think, maybe 1 year or so. So that's coming up also. I think I'll maybe unbox the FAV for this channel. I've never done an unboxing where I actually show how difficult it is to get a box or a car out of the box. So it could be cool to do a one take of that. But some old IKEA shelves that we were not using for anything, so I placed them here for some convenient just before me, where I'm sitting here and working. And thanks to Glenn's channel, Tamiya Legends, which I hope everybody is familiar with. I saw his Tamiya poster and he said he got it on eBay, and I got one too because I think it looks awesome. And it hides these brackets here for the shelves. So that's giving the room some character. Here is my charging station. I have plans to buy something a little smarter but this is what I'm going with right now. A lot of small chargers which I just have collected over the years. I do have a lot of chargers inside here also, and down there some filming equipment, some static models, and over here where I used to in our apartment in the city have all my tools, but I've moved all my batteries. So here are all the NiCads and NIMH NIMS and all that stuff, and still haven't found a proper solution. But here are all the lithium batteries, the lipos inside the lipo protector box, lipo box bags, and the lithium ion and life batteries here. So I still need to maybe think about doing some kind of ammo box or storage or whatever. But so far so good, nothing has burned down so far. Up here we got just boxes, still got some new Banggood specials. I think there are 4 coming up on my main RC channel. Looking forward running these. I'm a big fan of the WL Toys brand and the HBX brand. Always compared to the price, of course. They are excellent brands compared to the price, for the fun value of a very little amount of money. I think that was it. Here I just keep miscellaneous stuff, tools and ball bearings and screws and stuff for the solderings jobs, and a lot of oil, glue, paint and all that. It's tucked inside here also. And I got some clips for the IKEA furniture here, where I can hang my big bags of new stuff, like this Porsche body that I also need to do at some point. But I think that pretty much covers it all. Yeah, so let's just return to the setup here. I just set up the lights and sit down, and it's gonna be the end of this long video. I think that about covers the long video for today. My only excuse is that I haven't, I think, been uploading anything on this channel since November last year. I do have plans on making a full tour with thorough talks about each car, either a long tour in the hobby room once I get everything sorted out and dusted off, or maybe just taking each car. I have planned that for about 2 years, but never gotten around to start shooting the videos. But just taking each car and placing them on a work table and talking about them. Let me know if you are interested in that type of videos. Besides that, I have, as I said, recorded some stuff with the, I think, only HBX cars right now, because that's what my son and me have been running in the holidays and the January. And yeah, I've been doing some one takes with this GoPro of those cars, which also will be coming up on this channel. Of course, a lot of stuff coming up on Nordic RC Visions, my main RC channel, without any waffling like today. So go check that channel out. I have a link here, I think, maybe, or down in the description box. That's it. I think that was about 4 or 5 long one takes. I hope you forgive me for doing these one takes, because if I start planning it too much and reshooting and trying to make a shorter video without a lot of waffling and all that. I'm just never gonna get around to making it, so it's this or nothing. That's it. My family isn't home yet, so I think I will have some time. Just got a package in the door while I was making these takes, this footage with, I think it is the new gearboxes, a box with new gears for the CC01. So I will be looking into that. Then comes the Vatra and the Fighter Buggy RX and other cars, and hopefully I will get the whole fleet out running for the season. That's the plan anyway. That's it. Finally, I hope you are having a good 2020 so far with a lot of hobby activities, and I will see you soon in a GoPro video. Take care.